Welcome to Bad Wolf Bodybuilding. This is your final warning.
Welcome into another fantastic episode. We are blessed to have another day where we get to get up and push some weight, right? So today we are going to do some shoulder workout. It's not going to be a very long session. We're just going to hit some rear delts, side delts, front delts, and be done with it today. Yesterday was a pretty great session. We ended up splitting it into two sessions. We joined another gym yesterday, the wife and I. Sometimes she gets up with me and does these little 5 a.m. workouts. Sometimes she doesn't quite make it. So what we decided to do was let me have the morning session where I get up at 3 a.m., do the 5 a.m. session, and then come later in the afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, go to our local gym and get on some cardio machines and just do that kind of thing together. That seems to be a little bit more effective when we're doing it together, especially when you've got someone that doesn't really want to do it all the time, right? So it just kind of helps with motivation. And I myself always need a little bit of extra motivation to do the cardio part too. So how you doing out there, guys? Well, next I'm going to go over here. We're going to do some rear delt flies on the pec deck machine. So let's get to that. Let's get to it. That should be about good right there. Ooh, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice and controlled, guys. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. All right, 20 reps on the rear delts. Hey, that's some fire for sure. That is some fire. I definitely felt that around rep number 16, 17. That was a good burn, good burn. Now, we're only going to get about 3 sets of each of these in. Go live every day as well on another platform. And being live, yelling at a camera, over music and everything else for 6 to 8 hours a day, it just wears down the vocal cords. And I've been doing it for a couple of years now. And about the last 3 months have really taken a hit on the vocal cords. So I've just been trying to relax in the mornings, doing my sessions, recording the videos. Those of you that have been following me for any length of time, the bodybuilding has only gotten really serious about the last 6 months. Okay, and I decided that I wanted to make a big difference in my physique, and then in the end to actually take stage in sometime in the fall of 2027. That allows me a 2-year time period at 45 years old to go from being straight dad bod to stage ready. Now, is that possible? I believe it will be. Either way, you're going to be along for the journey. You guys have seen me here every day since May of earlier this year, and we're still here. All right, let's get on it, guys. Let's get another set real quick. Here we are. We just got 20 on that last one. Let's shoot for another 15 or 20 on this one. Woo! Now, we're going for a relative, it's a moderate weight. I've got 180 pounds on it for a rear delt fly. Not so bad. It's enough that I can hit the reps and feel a good burn instead of overloading it to where I don't hit as many. Even though you get the strength from it, you really don't get the growth from that. I like to feel that burn and to make sure that I've got some endurance in those muscles as well. All right, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Hitting 17 on that one. There we are. There we are. Come back with me just a little bit. Hey. Woo! Yeah, so I am starting a new YouTube channel. It's not up yet. I've just kind of been putting together some videos, but the point is I've been doing everything on TikTok for about the last 6 months. It's great, but it really doesn't have the longevity. When you put it on YouTube, it's going to be there forever. I think that it would be more beneficial to me and to my life if I actually have it available where I can post some links in it. I can put some of my affiliate stuff in there, which, by the way, if you're brand new to the stream, I was just approved to be an HTLT athlete, which is the harder than last time brand through bodybuilder Greg Doucette. I went and signed up for it a couple of weeks ago. They went and checked out my social profiles and said, hey, he's cool. So anyhow, I got approved for that. If you guys are interested in HTLT supplements, there is a link in my bio. If you go to my profile, you can click that link and use the code word Bad Wolf to get 15% off of your purchase. So I've already got one order that's supposed to be on the way. I was just approved for it a few days ago, so I've made the order and I'm hoping to get it in. Some apparel, some merch, I ordered some creatine and some protein powders, things like that. Just because they're good products, and I like watching. I like watching all Greg's videos too. So I figure, hey, let's support it in a way that if it's products that I use already anyway, I may as well go ahead and put that out to my people. And if you can get a discount through that, even better, even better. Hey, I was pretty proud of it. I mean, for being an old dude just getting started, in the fitness industry, and to be able to be approved through a major brand like that, even if it is just a brand ambassadorship or what have you, I thought it was pretty darn cool, right? It wasn't somebody saying, hey, you have to buy our stuff in order to do whatever. It was like, hey, we like what you do. We enjoy your social media content. You have X amount of followers. You're getting view time. We'd like to put our products on there. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, let's get this third set in. Let's hit another 15 to 17 reps, and that'll do it for our rear deltoids, which that's what we're working on, is this little muscle right back there, growing that thing. And it's still little, but it's going to get bigger. It's going to get bigger. Let's get over here and get it. Woo! All right. Let's go. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, yeah. 12. Damn. 13. High. 14. 15. All right. Hey, even at that weight, we hit 20, 17, and 15. That's 3 good sets, about as far as that was going to go on those rear delts. Next, we're going to do some side deltoid raises on the cable machine. Then we're going to immediately turn right around with some dumbbells and burn that out. So now we're from rear delts to side delts. Let's get that done. I'm going to turn this over this way to the cables. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to move us a little bit. I'm going to take us out of this. Well, can I do that? I may have to put you guys in a different. I may have to put you in a different tripod. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Give me just a second to figure that out. I probably should have figured that out before I went live. But that's such is life, right? Such is life, as they say. Here we go. Maybe that'll work for us right there. So that way I can still take you out and we can go back to the other machine here in just a moment. Woo! All right, now the way I do this on this machine, because I've got 2 cables on 2 different rack systems, is I'll do a crossover and a straight up lateral raise like so. I like almost completely straight out. I feel that I get better activation in my deltoids. When I do the bent, a bent arm, it doesn't seem to hit quite the same. However, we do have an exercise in a moment where I'm going to a lat machine, and that machine does kind of, you bend your arms when you do it. So it gives me both of those motions as we go through this. All right, let's go. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Woo. That's a good weight for that. Now I'm gonna go grab the dumbbells and we're gonna knock that out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Not so bad. We got 10 on the cable, 10 on the dumbbells. That's a good set. Woo. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. 2026, it promises to be a complete game changer in my regimen. Yesterday, we started going to a new gym, so you're going to be seeing some content from at least one, maybe two local gyms here as well. I like doing my AM session here at the house. I can get up at 3 a.m., drink a shake, have a couple of cups of coffee, and then get ready to do my workout. It makes me feel great for the rest of the day. However, I find myself about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, after I've done all of the daytime work, I've done everything around the house that needs to be done, I find myself sitting down, eating too damn much, watching TV. So I feel like my time in the evening could be better utilized if I were to be hitting the second session. However, the wife has been wanting to jump in and get a session as well. She doesn't really like doing all the weight training stuff. She really likes the cardio, and that's really what she needs more than anything else. So going together, now here I do have some cardio equipment, but it's kind of limited, and it's not the best in the world. It's just kind of some stuff for me to get in after my workout. So we've decided to go to a local gym together in the afternoon or in the evening, hit 30 minutes to an hour on a couple of different cardio machines, go shower up, feel great, come back to the house, eat dinner, and close out the day. So I really think that's going to be more beneficial over these next few months. And we've been doing 2 sessions. So I've got the morning AM session here and then the evening session at the other gym. I haven't filmed over there yet, only because I'm kind of getting the lay of the land. You know, I'm trying to figure the place out a little bit. It's a different culture in a public gym than it is just at your home gym. You can't, yell at the camera. You can't do fun shit. Everybody looks at you weird. So anyhow, and especially look, it's not like I'm the biggest, bulkiest dude out there. There's a whole lot of bigger dudes out there. They're looking at you funny when you're doing that shit. Yeah, good morning. All right, let's get this second set. Let's do it. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. 6. 7. Shit fire. 8. Let me drop 5 pounds off each size. I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. Yeah, I don't want to finish that up late. I like to get 12 to 15 on every set of those. I really feel that burn in the shoulders. I feel like that gives me the maximum growth. I know science will tell you that, doing 6 to 8 reps is good enough to build strength and hypertrophy. I like that 12 to 15 rep range. It really makes me feel like I'm getting a little bit better workout every time. All right, and as you guys can see, I'm losing a little bit of that side shit right here. It's coming into shape. It's coming into shape, one step at a time. It's still there, don't get me wrong, it's still there, but it's less and less every day, losing the stuff here, losing the stuff here. The back fat, hell, it's still there. Everything else is kind of coming along. Let's get that again. I didn't like that set. We're not even going to count that set. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, got that. Shake that out. The shoulders are burning. Shoulders are burning already. If you guys like merch, you like the Bad Wolf gear, you like the logo, you like the stuff, we've got hats, we've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts, we've got tank tops, we've got the logbook. By the way, the logbook, the workout logbook, the newest edition has just been released over on Amazon. So if you click in my bio, there is a link that will take you over to our products. You'll be able to go right over there and purchase the Bad Wolf Bodybuilding workout logbook. So now we've got the bodybuilding guide, we've got the fitness tracker, or it's a fitness and meal tracker. And then we've also got the logbook itself. So 3 different printed products that you can purchase to help you on your journey to personal fitness. A lot of us keep a log just in a spiral notebook or something, and I've done that for years. And I finally just come to the conclusion that I wanted something in a nice hardbound book that tracks so many days at a time that I can put on a shelf and recognize it when I see it. And if nothing else, it looks cool and it's already laid out for you. One thing I never liked about doing it myself was that I always had to write down every column on every page and just over and over and over again. At least this way, it's laid out in a nice format. It has all of the essential information there, and there's 200 pages to it. So for $9.99, it's a great buy. It saves yourself a lot of time and energy. All right, let's get on these dumbbells real quick. Woo! All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all right. All right. Now I should have done those a little closer together. I like feeling that burn a little bit more than that. I like doing those crossovers and then coming and hitting those dumbbells immediately after as a superset. It's all right. It's all right. One thing I will say is I can definitely feel the extra pounds from Christmas. Yeah, I just hit 234 pounds this week, up from 165 this time last year. If you guys go check out my profile, a few days ago I posted a photo of my brother and myself standing in downtown San Antonio last year, December of last year. And I weighed right around 165 pounds in that photo. Now I will say from that point up until about May, all I did was sit around. I started working from home. So I ended up just getting fat. That was it. Woke up in May at 216 pounds, and it was just bad weight. I mean, it was bad everywhere. I looked in the mirror and said, look, I don't want to look at this naked. I'm sure my wife don't want to look at it naked. Now, don't get me wrong. She was nice enough to say it still looked okay. She was lying, y'all. She was lying. For those of you women out there who lie to your husbands, good job. They need that. They need the lie. Lie to them. Definitely don't tell them anything different. So the progress on that journey was 216 pounds of just straight fat to 234 pounds. It looks a whole lot better than it did when I started. So let's catch another set. Let's do this thing. I appreciate all of you guys who are out there with me. All of you guys that have been here from the beginning, watching how it goes, tracking the transformation. It keeps me accountable to all of you guys. You're able to see the real progress that someone can make if they just get out there and put in the effort. Most of you guys have been out here where I'm doing 2 to 2.5 hour sessions every day. I have cut that down. Over the past month, I have found that if I cut it down to about 45 minutes to an hour and then do 2 sessions a day, split up 5-6 hours apart, I'm getting a lot better growth. I'm getting more recovery in between what I'm doing. And I've chosen to pretty well stick to one body part in the morning, another body part in the evening. So I'm still getting in 2 sessions. I'm raising the heart twice. And then I finish off the evening session with an additional 30 minutes of cardio. I think that is really going to be a game changer in 2026 for my physique. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hell yes. Okay. That's set 3 there. So we did 3 sets on the rear delts. I got 2 other machines I'm going to hit, but some of them work side, some of them work front. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shit fire. Woo! 7, 8, damn, okay, all right. Sometimes you gotta know when to stop. Sometimes you gotta know when to stop. Don't push it when it comes to these shoulders. This shoulder right here, let me tell you, it ain't no joke. When that thing goes, it goes for like 2 weeks. So I have learned to just go a little lighter, do more volume, and learn what it feels like when it's getting tired. When it's getting tired, just stop. If you guys are interested in picking up a Bad Wolf Bodybuilding logbook, there is a link in my bio. You can go check out my website, my books, my various products we've got out. We've got a full merch line that has hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts, sweats, sweatshirts, zip-up hoodies, pullover hoodies. The only thing I don't have on there right now is hats and beanies, and that's coming. Hats and beanies are coming. All of that stuff does go through Amazon, so it's an easy order. You have it in about 2 days, 2 or 3 days. Woo! All right, that's that exercise. Next up, we're going to do some forward lateral raises. So I'm going to grab the cable. We're going to go from behind and do a forward lateral raise. And then we'll turn around to the other side and we're going to do the same thing. If you guys are brand new to the stream, welcome in. My name's Chris. I'm 45 years old. And about 6 months ago, I got up and I looked in the mirror and I just wasn't pleased with the person I was looking at. So I made a conscious decision that day to put forth effort to be a better version of myself each and every day. And that's where Bad Wolf Bodybuilding was born. It's not about, finishing the race now. It's about doing that marathon, taking it 1 rep at a time, 1 set at a time, 1 day at a time to see positive results. And it is happening. You guys can scroll on back through my feed. You're going to end up seeing day number 1. I might even have been wearing this shirt. I don't know. I got a couple of them. They all look the same. Anyhow, point is, you'll see what it looked like at 216 pounds, much less defined, much less bulbous, much softer than today. Today we're bigger, we're firmer, we're harder, and we're about 15 pounds heavier than when we started, and it's all good weight. So which tells me that we have displaced, some of that bad weight. We lost a lot of it. We shed some of those bad pounds. At the same time, we gained some lean muscle mass. Not as much as I would have liked to. I will say that I didn't quite reach the goal I was looking for within that first 6 months. But hey, it is what it is. It's where we're at 45 years old. I mean, that's just what it is. All right, let's get this. Let's do some forward lateral raises. Woo! All right, let's start with this arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've only got 25 pounds on here, guys. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, hell yes. Damn, that feels heavy as hell, y'all. I tell you. Woo! All right, other arm, here we go. 1, 2, I do let it go all the way back, gives me maximum stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, ooh yeah, 13, 14, 15, hell yeah. All right, so not so bad, guys. We're only working with like 25 pounds each time. When I was doing the crossovers, we were working with 30 pounds. I ended up dropping 5 on each side. It was just more than I wanted to push today. That's it. Now with the dumbbells, we were doing that with 25 pounds as well. So we've stayed 25 pounds on the side laterals on the cable raises and on the dumbbell raises. We had 180 pounds on the rear delt flies. We are going to go over to another machine here in a couple sets that does a side lateral raise. Now it's more of the bent arm, so you're just doing this motion, and I've got 20 pounds on it. I have noticed that the arms on that machine weigh a few pounds, so 20 pounds is plenty, especially when I finish with that for a side lat, and then move to a shoulder press that hits you more in the front deltoid, and it's just a straight up press. I generally do that with 180 pounds. That's 2 plates on each side as a finishing movement. Those of you that I haven't seen in a month or so, and you know what? I do apologize about that, but as you can see, the voice still isn't perfect. I mean, the vocal cords are still scratchy. They're still a little craggly, but I'm giving them breaks. I'm not working for 6 to 8 hours online anymore, only because of the voice. Once it gets back to normal, I'll be back again. I've been doing 3 days a week on TikTok Live, and then I've got the day job as well that I'm doing like 3 days a week as well. So it really cut the time of me having to talk all the time down. That's really helped quite a bit. Now, I'm working out every day. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing 2 sessions a day, one in here and then one at our local gym in the evening. But as far as going live, I try to do every other day. First of all, the time where I'm not live, I focus more on the workout, right? The workout's a little bit more intense. I get to lock in mentally without having to be divided in my attention. When I'm doing live, it's a big strain on the vocal cords. At the same time, this is where I get this interaction, and I just can't stop. All right, let's get another set. Let's get another set. Woo! All right. Yeah, one at a time. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do an alternating set. Be a little faster. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Woo! Hey, I was feeling that one, y'all. I was feeling that one. I generally like that 12 to 15 range. Hey, that 20 felt nice, y'all. That 20 felt real nice. Boy, I can feel the burn in that. You can see those things growing. You can see them growing. Shoulder day is always a good day. My shoulders have always been something that they may not look big all the time, but when they get that pump, boy, they make you feel good. Yeah, they make you feel real good. Woo! Now it's just a matter of working everything else to get it to match. Speaking of, leg days have been brutal lately, but y'all, I've been hitting leg days twice a week. Just extremely hard. I am getting some good definition now. They're still small. They are still small, but I'm working on that too. I think it's one of those things that's just going to have to come with time. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting them hard. I'm hitting them twice a week, giving full recovery, like 5 days or 4 days in between recovery, and then good sleep. We started off with some rear deltoid flies on the reverse pec deck. Jumped over and did some side lateral raises, cable crossovers, and then superset that with some dumbbell lateral raises. Right now we're working on some front deltoid raises right here with the cable machine. I did one set just by this, single arm unilateral, and then I did another set that was alternating. So I think I'm going to stick with the alternating just because it's a little faster paced and get it done. I have cut my workouts down from the 2.5 hour, sessions I was going into 2 1 to 1.5 hour sessions. And that's been a lot more beneficial for my workout. I feel like I'm able to get in more. I keep the pump throughout the day. And over the past month, I've really enjoyed the way that's feeling. Yesterday, we just got into another local gym, my wife and I, so that we can go and do some cardio together in the evenings. So basically, I'm hitting my morning session here at the house. And then about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we're heading over to the local gym. We're getting in a good session and then finishing off with a nice 30 to 45 minutes cardio and doing that together, winding down. She's on more of a weight loss journey. I'm on the bodybuilding journey, but I have to have my cardio in as well so I can get rid of some of this excess fat that we always have to deal with. And, why not do it together? If you've got a partner that's willing to work out with you, hey, man, embrace that. Don't push them off. Embrace that. All right, that was 20 reps on that one. Let's get another 20 reps. I think we can do it. I think we can do another 20. Hell yeah. All right, let's go. And 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, that's burning, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, shit fire. Woo, we did that, y'all. We did that. Man, dropping it from 6 sets of 8 to 10 to 15 down to 3 sets has also been a game changer in the physique. I've noticed that I'm getting more rounded. I'm getting more growth, cutting down the number of sets, increasing my intensity, increasing the weight, and increasing the volume of reps. It's been a big difference over the past 30 days in what I've seen in the chest development. Now, as far as the size, I've stayed about the same. I may have even shrunk a little bit because I burnt some of the fat. But as far as hardness, density, and visual appeal, it has changed over the past 30 days just implementing that strategy alone. Look, this is the learning process. None of us know everything. I will say that. None of us know everything. And everybody knows everything, by the way. Because if you don't know everything, everybody's going to tell you how to do it in the comments, generally. I've learned that too. Point is, you have to figure out what works for you. Although I enjoy those 2 to 2.5 hour sessions, and really the TikTok algorithm really likes those too. But for my own physique benefits, I found it better to break it down to like a 1 hour session in the morning, 1.5 hour session in the evening. So I'm still getting that same 2 to 2.5 hours. It's just spread out throughout the day, and I'm able to elevate the heart rate twice. Much better. As far as just regular old supplements, I really don't take much. I take creatine almost daily. I try to do it daily. Sometimes I forget to do it. And then a general protein shake. And I only do the protein shakes on days where I'm not able to get the protein in my diet. Sometimes, look, I try to hit 250 grams of protein. 250 grams of protein of clean food is kind of hard to get sometimes. I mean, it just is. I'm eating chicken and rice every day. I'm eating beef and rice every day. I'm eating fish and rice every damn day. And sometimes it's like you've just eaten so much that you just feel huge and you're still not hitting your macros. My goal every day is a 3,500 calorie intake, right? I want to hit between 32 and 3,500 calories. On an average day, I only hit about 27. So it's really training myself to eat the amount that I need to in order to grow. Yeah, that's a big part of it is diet, making sure that you've got your food locked in, making sure that you're actually putting in the work. That's a big part of it. I mean, I could eat all that shit, but if I'm not actually doing the work, this would all just be fat. Because in truth, that is a caloric surplus for me. My body only wants to be 22 to 2,500 calories a day, and I can totally maintain my body weight at 22 to 2,500 calories. So anything over that is in surplus, right? I should be gaining weight. But what kind of weight do you want to gain? Do you just want to gain fat and, energy storage? Or do you want to be pumping the iron, feeding yourself the right macros like your proteins so that you have good protein synthesis that are able to turn that into muscle instead of a stored fat cell? For me, I would rather it turn into a stored muscle cell, muscle tissue instead of a fat cell. All right. And look, if you ain't breaking a sweat at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, what the hell's wrong with you? Go break a sweat, man. Do a jumping jack or something. All right. We're going to do some lateral raises. This is okay. You sit down in like so. You grab the handles and you lift your shoulders. Now, when I do this bent like this with my elbows, it tends to give me a little bit more strain on the shoulders. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably going to hold them out a little further out and work with it that way. It's just a different motion. That's all. Point is, we're trying to raise that shoulder cap. Just raise that deltoid and work on that medial head. All right, let's get it. I like that. Let me see if I like that. 1, ha, 2, 3, ha, 4, 5, ha, 6, 7, 8, 9, ha, 10. Damn, that's hard. That felt hard. Let me see if I got another 5 holding onto the handle. That might be different. It might be different. 1, 2, ha, 3, ha, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so we got 15 in that set. Hey, that's rough though. I tell you, holding onto the handle all tight in like that and just lifting, that's a part of it. On all of these different lifts, you have to really focus on a certain part of the muscle. We're working on this medial head right here, this middle deltoid head right here in the middle. So you've got your, let me see. All right, well, I don't even know the lighting, you can't really see. All right, this right here is your front deltoid, your middle deltoid, and your rear deltoid. Now, all of mine are kind of small, but we're working on building them. Working on building them. That's how we do it. All right, so we're working shoulders today. We've got this exercise, 2 more sets, and then we're going to go to doing a shoulder press for 3 more sets to finish us off for the day. And we'll have done, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 sets. 18 sets that have ranged between 15 and 20 reps for shoulders alone, guys. Hey, that's a good shoulder day right there. 18 sets of 15 to 20 reps each. Man, hey, even though it didn't take us as long as some workouts do, it really puts it puts some good strain on those muscles, gives you that tension you need, and with that rep volume, you're really getting the hypertrophy that you're looking for, which is the muscular growth. We're breaking down those muscle tissues, and then we're going to fill them up full of fluids and expand them and make them bigger, right? When you see these things tomorrow or later today, they're going to be bigger, they're going to be fuller. I'm probably going to post some photos, some posing photos after the show, and they should be nice, round, and full. As you see right now, they're getting, when I turn sideways, you can see the roundness that we're getting just from doing these motions. I mean, look at that. That ain't so bad. And the photos will reflect that as well. They should be nice and full. I'll drink a couple of, I'll probably at least drink 1 bottle of water as soon as we're done and just let that just fill up everything. I may have a scoop of a shake in there that's got some carbs just to kind of carb load the muscles a little bit. They do look fuller when they've got some creatine and some carbs in there. Let's get another set. Another set. Let's get 15 reps in this, guys. 15 reps. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Damn. Whew. One thing I like about this machine is sometimes I'll come in here just when I'm not doing anything else. I'll lighten the load a little bit and I'll work 1 arm at a time. 1 arm at a time, doing a unilateral movement just to focus on that particular deltoid. I've found that that's helped. This is my weaker shoulder. You guys know that I've had tears and rotator cuff issues and other things like that. So being able to come in here and dedicate 1 or 2 sets specifically to this side has really helped even things out a little bit. You know, all of us have some uneven muscular distribution on our bodies. None of us are absolutely perfect and absolutely symmetrical. And in order to achieve symmetry, we must focus on that weaker area sometimes. If you've got a weaker area, give it a little help. You know, if you're doing curls with a curl bar and you're working both biceps at the same time, well, you'll notice that one side is a little bit stronger than the other. One side is a little bit bigger than the other. Well, cool. We'll pick up a dumbbell with that weaker side and hit yourself another 4, 5, 10, 10 reps on that side. Eventually, it'll catch up to the other one. That's what theory tells us anyway. That's what all the big guys tell me. I'm still working on it. We'll see. I've got one that's 17.5 and one that's 17. So I'm a ½ inch different myself. Now, you can't really see it so much on camera as much, but you can sure see it on that measuring tape. Okay, so 1 more set of the lateral raises, right? 1 more set, and then we're going to go over and do some shoulder press. I'll have to load up another plate on here and we'll do a shoulder press. But as you guys can see, there have been positive changes over the past 6 months. I've lost a lot of the subcutaneous fat that we've been looking at for quite a while. We're going to get one more set of these in and move to the next exercise. But it's definitely a doozy, y'all. Definitely a doozy. So, all right, let's get this last set on this, and then we'll move to the next exercise. Woo, shake it out, shake it out. I still feel that lactic acid burning. Sure do. And I probably should have brought some water in here with me, but you know what? I'll grab it after this set. I'll grab a bottle, down that, start filling. Hell, I'm going to go get one now. I'll be right back. Y'all stay here. Behave yourselves. And I tell you what sounds great. What sounds great is a big old bowl of taco salad. Yeah, a big old bowl of taco salad. Doesn't that sound great? When I get done doing this, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hit the shower, get out of the shower. I already got it put together from last night. I got 4 pounds of ground beef already taco seasoned up. I got a bag of salad, shredded salad mixed up already, ready to throw on top of it with some cheese and some rice. And I'll probably top it off with some tortilla chips. Stay hydrated, y'all. All right. Yeah, that's one good thing about getting big. You got to eat big to get big. And guess what? I like to eat. Yeah, I like to eat. All right. Yeah, it don't hurt my feelings any to have an extra meal. We were talking earlier about hitting the macros and how much you actually have to put into the body to fuel it. And I generally eat 4 to 5 times a day. If I can switch in or slip in an extra 6th meal or a protein shake, even better. Most of the time, that's hard to do. Like in reality, 6 meals is just hard for me to handle. I feel so bloated and fat, and then I get up the next morning and just feel blah and lethargic. But I am working towards it. I have to kind of lower the amounts I'm eating so that I can eat about every 2 hours. Every hour and a half to 2 hours, I should be shoveling some food into the old mouth. And if there's no food made, it's time for a shake, right? Got to get that protein in. I generally double scoop that. So we're looking at 60 grams of protein for each one of those shakes, which is great. Your average protein powder out there is a 24 grams or 30 grams of protein per scoop. So if you just double scoop, into each shake that you make, you're looking at 50 to 60 grams. That's pretty good. I weigh 234 pounds. So I'm looking at 250 grams of protein a day. I mean, it doesn't take long. If I have 2 of those shakes, that's 240. Wait, no, that's 120. That's 120 grams of protein with 2 shakes, okay? That means I'm halfway there. All I got to do is eat 1 or 2 good meals, and I'm there. All right, let's get this last set of deltoid raises, then we're going to move over to the shoulder press. Let's do it. All right, 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got that. All right. Hell yeah, we did it. Okay, let me lower this down, and I'm going to stack another plate on there so we can hit our shoulder press. All right. Well, we've got that loaded up now. I got 2 plates on each side, so we're looking at 180 pounds plus the bar, basically. So, and really, I don't even know how much that adds. Don't even know how much that adds. Woo. Yeah, this has been a good session for sure. For sure. When we're done doing this whole thing, we'll have 18 sets of 15 to 20 reps each. Yeah. On our shoulders. We had 3 sets for rear delts, and then we split the rest between front and side delts. I really focus more on the side delts than anything because we use the front delts on every push movement that we do for our chest, every single time. So you're really getting double duty. And then on rear delts, I probably could stand to use a little bit more, but I also do them on back day as well. So on back day and on shoulder day, I hit rear delts. So that way we're building that rear deltoid head back there. There you go. And when we started this, we didn't have any delts, so it looks a lot better now. Woo! Shoulder press time. And let's hit 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'm going to raise the seat. That way I can come down a little further on my shoulders. I had the seat lowered for the deltoid raises, but I do like a higher position for the shoulder press. That was set 1. We hit 15 reps. That's great. Oh man, I'm real glad to be here. I'm trying to do every other day. I've been on for a little over an hour now, and as you hear, it's already starting to get scratchy. I don't know how long it's going to last, man. I really don't. It's bothered me that it has lasted this long. It's been about 3 months now. And tell you the truth, it started right before the vacation in August with the scratchiness started. That was the first time that I ever tried to sing a song and could not hit the notes. It was rough on me. After that, it seems like it just went downhill, downhill, downhill. And taking this last month to basically be off. Oh, hell, I don't go to no damn doctor, Erica. No, just Dr. Day. Dr. Day. But in truth, I mean, what are they going to tell me? Quit fucking talking. That's what they're going to tell me. Quit talking. Drink some damn, tea with honey and lemon. They might give me a shot of something, but the point is I don't have an infection. There's no infection. It's just wore out freaking vocal cords from yelling at a damn camera for 6 to 8 hours a day. And sometimes it's just a waste to go to that damn doctor because he don't fucking know either. That's all there is to it. He don't know. I will be starting a regimen of the Wolverine stack, which is BP 157 and TB 500, which are 2 different peptides that help mitochondrial regeneration, right? So it'll help your cells kind of regenerate. It'll help torn and screwed up tissue repair itself. I don't know how effective it'll be on the vocal cords, but I'll be injecting in my shoulder site so it's not so far away. And I'm hoping that really gives me some benefit. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I'm going to be using it anyway for the shoulder and the elbow. So we're going to see how that affects me. I have heard that just subcutaneous injections will give you overall stimulation. It's just not quite as concentrated to that area if you're not putting it directly in that area. And for vocal cords, who knows? What I do know is that it works well on tendons, ligaments, and soft tissue. And I would assume that your vocal cords are soft tissue. So that's kind of where it's at. And look, realistically, if I went to a doctor and they tried to tell me I had to have surgery on it, I'm probably not going to do it anyway. I mean, it's just what it is. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. That's all. Okay, here we are. Let's get set 2. Set 2. Woo. Hey, look at that, y'all. That side titty's going away. That side titty's going away and the pec is starting to show. Look at that. That line's starting to go upwards instead of across. That was one of my major issues when I started this was the side titty, the side boob. You know what I mean? Because we've all got that right here, especially at 40-something years old. It's just really hard to get rid of. But I am trying to shape it so that it's more of an upward angle around the tight pec than it is to have that little excess, which now that's what I'm squeezing. About that much now, just squeezing that. It'll be gone in no time. I got some abs poking out now too. I'm kind of proud of them. But Denise don't like me taking my shirt off to show nobody. She don't even like this shirt. She don't. She says, you shouldn't be showing everybody that much of you. I said, what are you going to do when I'm standing there in a Speedo on the stage? Be able to get further down in on the shoulder and push, okay? We're going to hit for another 15 reps. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this definitely makes it deeper now that I've got the seat raised up. I mean, as you see, I'm about shoulder level now. And I'll put the chest up, head back, and shit, fire. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hey, we're doing it today, y'all. One more set, and we'll have, good to see you. Oh man, it's been a great holiday. I hope yours has been too. Our Christmas was cool. We ended up going to the in-laws' house, spending it with her sister and brother-in-law on Christmas Eve. Everybody sat around playing card games, had a good time, ate like pigs. Christmas morning, we got up, went to mother and father-in-law's house, ate like pigs, watched some movies together, hung out, came back and crashed. Yeah, came back and crashed. It was a good holiday for sure. We really enjoyed the family time that we got in this time. You know, so many times you're doing rush, trying to make sure that everything happens perfectly. This year, we didn't have to worry so much about that. We were able to kind of go to the family's house and do it with them. Took a big load off of us. Now, I will say, I was proud of my beautiful little wife, okay? Let me tell you what, she cooked almost every single item for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And usually we don't do that. We just, contribute to the meal of whatever's going on. But she did it, and I was super proud of all the work she put in. And let me tell you what, I gained almost 10 pounds. Almost 10 pounds, right, on those 2 days. Now, fortunately, over the past 2 days, I've lost a lot of that. Apparently, it was all just sitting there for a couple of days. I got rid of it. Now I'm back down a little bit. Oh, always putting in that work, Ant-Man. Always doing it, buddy. Hey, I went from 165 pounds this time last year to 234 right now. And as you see, it's not bad weight. It's not bad weight. It's going, it's growing. It's hard, ain't none of it fluffy, none of that kind of stuff. All right, let's hit this last set, guys. We got one last set on the shoulder press, and we'll be good. So we'll have done 18 sets at 15 to 20 reps each set. So it's been a great one. You have a good day too, Early. See wife, women in general. All right, let's get over here and get this last set. Last set. Woo! Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We did that, guys. Every single set, we hit 15 to 20 reps. 15 to 20 reps, 18 sets today, shoulders alone. We're going to come back this evening. We're going to hit some cardio, and we're probably going to do a good arm workout with some bis and tris. About to head to the gym. Hey, for all of you out there that have been hanging out with me for the last hour and a half, I appreciate you being here. I will be back Monday morning, 5 a.m., getting ready to do it to it. All right, hey, thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off here, take a shower, and go crush a meal. Bye, guys. Let's go eat something. Let's get big.